Spice Squad, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, press that red subscribe button down below and press the bell so you don't miss a thing your girl posts. So what's going on, y'all? I know you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about moving out of your parents' house, your guardian's house, or whoever you're living with, and you just have a room, you're sharing a room, and it's not your own. I know it's 2020, and a lot of people have made that New Year's resolution to move out, get their own place, and go out on their own. What I'm here for today is to kind of go through that plan with you and to really figure out, are we ready to move out? Is it time to move out? And what are some tips for moving out? Okay? So, not gonna make this long. I know I say this all the time, but I'm not gonna make this long for you. I wanna make it kind of short and to the point to just really go through the checklist. Are we ready to move out? And if we are, what are we doing about it? Okay? First things first. Communicate with whoever you are living with that you're moving out. Some people try to be sneaky about it and they're like, I don't want you all in my business and I'm doing my own thing. But I just think it's just common courtesy. Let them know that you're moving out. Especially if you're helping with contributing to bills or the rent or the mortgage, because then it gives them time and preparation for knowing that you're not going to be there, so they can fill in that gap or fill in those finances where you won't be there anymore. And then you never know, they might be willing to help you. Like, oh, you're moving out? Well, I know so and so, they have a moving company. Oh, I know so and so, they're looking for someone to rent out this place, etc., etc. They might be happy for you. They might be willing to add to your funds. They might be willing to help you get furniture. And just let them know that, hey, like, I'm looking for a place. I'm hoping to move out by this time. This is my plan. And hopefully they're excited and they're happy for you. I know there are some cases where, like, I can't tell them because they'll wish the worst. They won't want me to move out, etc., etc. But I just think overall it's the best thing to do, because it just lets them know and gets them ready for if you're moving out, if they need to look for someone else to move in. That's just like when you're living in an apartment complex and you give them whatever notice that they need to be given that you won't be renewing your lease. Common courtesy. Second, develop a move out plan. So decide if you are going straight to buying a home, a house, or if you just want to go get an apartment. And that's fine. Like, you don't need to jump right into getting a house if that's not what works best for you. Maybe you don't want to stay in the state that you're in. Maybe you don't see yourself staying in that area for long. Maybe you're the type of person who likes to move all over. You might want to be in this state this year, this state 2 years later, and it's just like buying a house. This house is just something that you don't want to do. And then decide if you need roommates or if you want to be doing your solo dolo thing, because it's different from living with your parents and living somewhere that you have to live, that you really don't have any control, than living with roommates with friends or family members that, like, your cousins or something that you want to live with, that you think that you can do at least a year with. And then they help out. Like, you guys will split the bill, you'll split the mortgage or the rent payment, you'll split, deciding on how you guys want to do this, split the food and your different costs and your bills. So it can help out a lot, especially if this is your first time on a rodeo, living on your own, and if you're not 100% sure about this whole thing or how you're going to be on your own. Having a roommate can definitely help you out a lot. I get that people are like, I want my own space, I don't want to share with someone, but that might be the best decision for you right now, or like first moving out. And then you got to make sure you pick the right roommate. That can be a whole nother video. You want to make sure you pick the right person that you're going to sign this year lease with if you are doing the apartment thing, because you can't live with everyone. You cannot live with everyone. You want to make sure you guys have a lot of the same interests on how you live, your cleanliness, the coming in and the staying out late, your work schedules and all that. You want to make sure you guys can mesh, because that can be a whole catastrophe. You want to see how, if this person goes out all the time, if this person stays up late, if they like to bump their music at 6 a.m. and I don't have to get up till 8 a.m. You got to figure that out. That's all a part of the move out plan, y'all. All a part of your move out plan. Third thing, I just talked about this in my recent video. Make sure you check it out. How's your credit? I told you guys, credit is like everything. They will look at your credit when you go to apply for an apartment. They will look at your credit when you go to apply for a mortgage loan. They will look at your credit when you go to do anything that is big steps, like getting your own apartment, your own home, car, etc. How's your credit? You want to make sure that you're working on your credit, and your credit is where you need to be, especially if you're going to be the main person on the lease or the mortgage loan. Then create a budget. You should plan out how your money is distributed right now. Let's say for the month you get paid $2,000. And I'm just saying, You want to put out that $2,000. What bills come out automatically? Your phone bill, if you have a car payment, your car insurance, any credit card bills that you pay monthly, your gym memberships, anything that comes out monthly, you want to make sure you make that budget and see all the money that is coming out. If you pay student loans, if you pay any bills at the house you're living at now, whether that's helping with the rent, mortgage, electric, water bill, sewer bill, trash bill, make your budget and subtract everything that comes out every month. Once you subtract that, see how much disposable income you have, and then see if you really can afford a mortgage or an apartment. See how much the apartment would cost, the one that you're looking at, the one that you've been dreaming about, like this is the one I want to stay at. So if that rent is $1,000 a month, subtract that out. Just act as if you're paying that rent payment. Can you afford it? And then that'll also help you decide, like, dang, maybe I really do need a roommate. Decide if it's financially smart for you to move out at this time. Do you need to pick up a second job or a third job? Do you need to start saving more? You should start saving anyway. That takes me right into number 5. Save, 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 save. So whether you're applying for a mortgage or if you are applying at a leasing office for an apartment, you're going to need to put down either a big down payment, or you're going to have to pay first and last month's rent plus a security deposit. That's a lot of money. If the rent is $1,000 a month, that's $2,000 right there, first and last. Plus your security deposit is just as much as the rent payment. So that's like $3,000 you have to put down. You want to make sure you're saving so you can put this money down and it doesn't hinder you from moving in or push back your move-in date. So to add on to saving, one thing I did when I moved into my home was I wanted to have my house fully furnished. Well, I had some time. It also depends on how long it's going to take you to execute your move out plan. Is it going to take you a year? Is it going to maybe take you 2 years? Is it going to take you 6 months? Do you think this is something you can do next month? Determine how long this is going to take you, and then maybe you can have your house fully furnished before you moved in, like I did. It took me, like I said, about 2 years before I moved into my home. So I went to a few furniture places, but I decided on American Signature Furniture because what I was able to do was to pick out my bedroom set, my living room set, and I was able to basically, it was like on layaway. It wasn't financed, I didn't take out any credit, I didn't take a credit card out. They were holding the furniture, so it's basically like my personal storage place that I was paying regular monthly payments on it. And by the time it was ready for me to move in, all my furniture was paid off. They held it, and as long as I was making regular payments and I wasn't just making one payment here and then 6 months later I made a payment there. No, I was paying on it regularly to get that price down, and I have really good furniture. So that's something that you can look into, and then you could possibly have your apartment or your home fully furnished when you move in, depending on how long it's going to take. You have to see if that works for you. And compare prices. Go to different places, see who has the best prices and has what you like. Number 6. Once you figure all that stuff out, it's gonna be time to pack. So just make sure you have the necessities to pack, whether that be trash bags, because some people can just get some black trash bags, pack their stuff up and move on out. Me and my mom were the queens of moving when I was younger. We moved around a lot. When it was time to go, here go a box of black trash bags. We throw all the clothes in there, whatever we need to get, and we out. Whether it's that, whether it's boxes, whether it's bins that have the tops on them, get ready to pack. And depending on how much stuff you have, you may need to start packing a little earlier than when you pack to go on vacation. Number 7. Find your friends, find your family, text them, send those group text messages, group FaceTimes like, yo, I'm about to move, so I'm gonna need some help with moving. You got me? This is the date I'm moving, this is the time I'm moving, and this is where I'm moving to. Call up your friends and family. Hopefully you haven't burnt those bridges with them so they can help you move so you're not on your own. But if you're bougie, you know, if you bougie, you could just call up some movers and some packers and they can do it all for you, okay? But I don't know about y'all. I don't want everybody in my stuff. I don't, you know, trust like too many outsiders in my stuff. Like, I don't, sticky fingers. I might want to do this on my own. And last but not least, move on in, pop the champagne. It's a new day in my new crib. So that's all I got for you guys. I told you guys I wouldn't make this long, short, sweet, and to the point. If you guys want me to go into more detail with anything particular, make sure you comment down below. I haven't been in my home a year yet, so I am new to this, but I had a plan, I developed a plan, and I made it work. I moved in and things have been lovely. So any advice you need, just comment down below. I hope I have answered some of your questions, and if you are on the fence of moving out this year or that's something you really want to do, hopefully I've helped you out. And yeah, it's 2020, clear vision, perfect vision all year. I hope you get your house. I hope you get that apartment. I hope you move out if that's what you are planning to do this year, and I hope you guys succeed. Okay? Make sure you guys be the light wherever you go, because wherever you go, the light shall follow.